Hi, Matt McAleer, President, Director of Wealth, Cumberland Advisors, with John Mousseau. You know the Moose. CEO, Director of Fixed Income. Happy New Year. Well, Moose, a little exhale in the markets this week.
Yep. When you look at how we closed December, both equities and bonds, there's a rubber band that kind of got pulled very tight. Great 2 months. This week, a little bit backing and filling.
Backing and filling. Little pause to refresh,
right.
Exhale. We did put up a chart on the equity side. Oh no, it was on the fixed income side as well because we're using ETFs, showing just how overbought we got in terms of momentum.
Right.
Now, I always add, that's not specifically a bad thing. Overbought markets mean there's demand.
Right.
But when we do reach periods statistically when we're 90, 95, 100% overbought, you tend to not want to chase those markets. Let them come back in and we'll now get some nice opportunities. What flashed to me this week was just a little bid to the defensives. They have been laggards for forever, it seems. But healthcare had a bid. Utilities had a bid. On the more aggressive side, under the healthcare banner, Biotech had a bid.
Yeah.
So there are some things to look at.
Segments that didn't have bids for a long time.
Right. And rotation is healthy. We've seen breadth really expand. We talked about that over the last 7-8 weeks. Small caps working, mid caps working. We did make one trade this week in our U.S. ETF portfolio. We let go of the oil drillers and servicing companies, just back and forth, wasn't showing any real strength. David replaced that with equal weighted S&P 500,
right,
along with an additional slug to small cap, IJR. So that's where we sit in terms of what we're looking for. It's really week by week, month by month. There'll be some nice setups because that move in November, December will be difficult. It would be difficult for the market to just dissolve away from that.
No.
I'd expect to see some good demand in this pullback.
Yeah, and I think, always when you get some of these pullbacks, people that, kind of miss some of it, say, oh, I have a chance to at least recoup part of this, that I didn't have. Example on the bond side, we had closed the year at a 388, right where we started the year, as we talked about. Backed up about 15 basis points this week. You're around 403, 404, something like that. 2-year Treasury Notes, a little bit higher. Why? Because we had some strength in the non-farms payroll number today. Cost short-term yields higher. People saying, maybe the Fed will cut rates. Maybe it'll take a little longer for them to cut rates. On the other side, look at the muni bond market. Nothing changed this week at all. Why? Come in. There's no supply. The bankers haven't revved up. There's no deals. Right. So there's all that demand at the beginning of the year. So even though treasuries faded a little bit, solid demand for munis with a low supply situation.
Good. Well, tricky if you have cash to put into munis, but we always like a market where demand is outstripping supply.
Exactly.
Price-wise. So we take it as it comes. We'll see what next week has in store for us. Let's kick off 24 the right way. Enjoy the weekend. We'll see you next week.